Welcome to Beginner's Guide. This game is about game developers, kinda. So, I kind of want to do my own game, right? I have zero skills so far. I do work in IT, but not this kind, right? So I have basically zero skills to it. I have ideas and I have no idea where to start. And I was watching YouTube one day because I'm watching a lot of YouTube, and there was this guy called Pirate Software that I kind of see him like I like his what is it called? Like I love his takes on stuff and on situations. And he said that this game is great for people that are struggling to start something, anything, especially game development, right? So I was like, you know what? I trust you. You're like a big brother to me, even though you don't know I exist. He doesn't know I exist. It's fine. He's like the big brother of the internet. It's fine. And I was like, I'm gonna play this because I don't know, something. I need something. I need to start somewhere. I don't know how. I need the inspiration. I don't know. I need something. So this is it. Welcome to Beginner's Guide. I hope you will enjoy it. I have no idea what's about. I just know that it's made by the same guy that made Stanley Parable. So I'm guessing it's gonna be awesome, right? Because that game was absolutely great. It's a masterpiece, and like his narrations and all of that. So I'm guessing this one is gonna be just as good as Stanley Parable. So welcome to the Beginner's Guide. Buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Alright, we have our matcha here. Please make sure audio is on. Oh, I can hear it. Controls, the usual, thank you.
Hi there.
Hi.
Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Wreden. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd...
We have a problem. My face is in the way, so I'm gonna put it right there.
story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
Same.
His work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
This is
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves.
Background of Gamer Girl
I want to
Yuki.
get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games,
this on 2008.
and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet. He just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped.
Why?
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Why?
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
I love it so far. Oh! Code.
Warning. Whisper machine active.
Whispers machine status active. Evacuate immediately.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I love it. Oh no.
You can click to fire the gun.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. I didn't know if I knew that or not. I love it. Do you have monsters?
Security code breached.
Let me in! Let me! No, it doesn't let me. It doesn't let me.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Oh.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin shield evacuation.
I don't have ammunition if there
I
are
love how you can
enemies.
see the bottom of the universe from this.
Oh my god, we found the end of the universe and the end of the... Dudes, I knew it's not like infinite. Take that, you freaking scientists! Are you gonna let me move? Ah, there you go. Oh no. Oh! I already...
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
No! You just keep me! I loved it there. I wanted to do it.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Yeah.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Imagine spending billions on a space research when you can find all the answers in a game. Exactly. Coda, you are just amazing. You found the universe. Oh!
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
So I need to sacrifice
So much
myself?
to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Yes, I wanna die, please. Yes. Woo! It's finally my time, baby.
Let me pause here for a second.
Okay.
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying,
Okay.
is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
We found a bug? Woo! This is so cool. Let's go. Oh my god. The labyrinth. I love it.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Oh my god.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking.
Honestly,
but
this one is
what's
better
clear is
than
that after
the
making
death
this,
one.
something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
This is so cool. I love it. This is so cool. The past was behind her. Huh?
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Behind her. Oh, wow. Okay, that's... You know what? This kind of annoying as fuck, but this is kind of smart. Oh god.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment
Behind the feature
combining
could
motion
not be
and narrative.
seen.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
It becomes clearer when she stops and looks. Okay. This is kind of dangerous. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength? The strength to what? To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which
You know
to
what?
me
10 out of
is
10.
why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
To confront them. No, it was. Oh. Is this a horror game? You are now entering.
And that's it.
Oh!
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
You're talking about the game engine?
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
I haven't read it. It was something about
I wish
nonsense.
I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I guess we all have to start somewhere. I hope not. So like, oh,
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
he had an
To
idea.
show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. I pressed enter. Thank you, narrator. I really appreciate you. Place the pair floating eyes emitting footsteps noises. You are a gate, a button pressed to stop the chaos doesn't work. You walk, talking people down from pursuing their hopes and dreams.
A room
You're
that's
certain-
warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
You start in a small room until you realize you can just walk through the walls.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as
Stand
cold
on
or
an X
distant.
staring at a bear
He
for
said
3
that he knew
hours.
that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
You construct a wall. The wall is destroyed. You are given a medal. Live on a boat, taking orders from the captain. The captain is always wrong. That is so good. Those ideas are amazing. What the fuck? Staring at a bear for 3 hours is a game? Now listen, I would buy that. I would buy that. Also, is the sound good? Is it too low? Do I need to bring it up a bit, the voice of the narrator? Audio is good, thank you. It looks like those shooter games.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an
Yeah.
actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Ooh. Can I? Ooh. Oh shit.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
Why though? Got your brains ready? My brain is not ready. Where is this?
So that seems to be it, right?
No.
You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa,
How
wait a
about that?
minute.
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
January 10, 2009. You are now exiting. Exiting what?
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Did he want it March 2009? Did he want it to like create something like bigger with a lot of ideas, a lot of things? Well, that is so white, my dude. Me after not going outside
Let's talk
for
about video game
2
development
years.
for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Okay.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Okay. A coffee shop.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
He even has pictures
The
here, I
tools
love
available
it.
to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
I can see that, yes. Wow. Ooh. Ucha, parkour! I learned from the best, Michael Scott. Parkour! Oopsie. What? Sumimasen, what? Okay. Oh, this is like a glass. Bro, my eyes. What is this? I cannot take it. I cannot take it. It's a glass. I thought it was like a tape or something. Wow. Did you move? Thank you. The freak. Is this a horror game? Ah! Not me getting scared of the fucking elevator! Coda, what are you doing? My cell.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Wow!
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
An hour.
This is something that he and I used to argue
An
about a lot.
hour.
You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
He fooled you.
There wasn't.
He's salty. I love it. I wanna know who Coda is. He seems like a very salty person and like trollish. It seems like a troll. I love it. Wow.
It's the puzzle again,
Yeah.
with the exact same solution as the last time.
Oh. What's that? It is.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But
Maybe he
promise,
likes it.
I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Just box this with nothing. Hi. Listen.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
You there, did you come from up above? What was there? Yes, there was a world's temple with white lines. There was an enormous prison I spent hours in. I spent hours, it's been days. That's the word above, you've been there. Now this is important, did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. This was literally the last thing before I came here. Yes. Is this judge or something? Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solve it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get into the other side. Trust me, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. No. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending, I promise you. Nope. Bye. Bye-bye. But there is something. They made a lot of building with interiors you can't enter in missions, but once the mission is done, you can't enter. Nice. What? Do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Yes, now that you mention it. I remember feeling strange as it passed through. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. I'm talking with box heads. That is nice. So what are you doing on a Thursday night? I'm just talking with
And
box
so we
heads.
make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. We're doing it. We're going. Wow. Is this a street?
It's a lamppost.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Really?
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
I see. I found that the destination. So basically it doesn't, like the destination right now, it doesn't mean anything. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Oh, that would have been cool. Hi, notes! Nice room. Not. Funny.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this
Try to
game
beat
is
this
not
game.
connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Wow,
In
holy
retrospect,
shit.
I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his
Can you guys
attention.
hear me?
I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very
Hello.
gracious about it and very patient with me.
Reasonable.
And I cooled off eventually.
Everyone read this.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read
This
all of
place
them.
makes me sad.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
I want to tell
I
you a
see this
secret.
person who's filled with thoughts and
Define fun.
feelings and beliefs and has no way to express
King
them
of the world.
except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Balls. Funny. How is there
But it's
wooden
ironic,
grass?
isn't it? That in playing this
In
game
concrete here,
and
what the
seeing
fuck?
how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think
Boring.
this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. But as but. Ah, funny. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. He needed to piss. Recognize me, please. Notice me, senpai. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Where? Need the other side, or why you so what? Door how open? Open. Makes games includes door, cannot open door things. Funny. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. New room! It's too much, I cannot read all of them. It's not very crowded here. Don't bother. This is where I am. I failed to write anything. Stop! Turn back! Proceed further will result in misery. My life is already a misery, so I can go further. I can read everything. I think this is going nowhere, probably. Ew, I need someone to talk to. Yay, senpai noticed me. Ew, this is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. So many notes. You know how, like, he took so much time in creating these notes. Did he make that? Huh, who are all of you? Maybe he made that. That's nice. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we are all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, keep it well. I made a painting like this when I was like 7. Then you are an artist. Scene 7.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Oh, like a portal or
In
something.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that
Why
he
the
might find difficult,
voices?
Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
How to solve it, the developer
And
answers
because there's
this.
this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
How do you leave notes? They're writing notes in the live post. It's the end. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Speak, 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 speak. May, June 2009. Wait.
Okay, this one is tough.
Porn stars
It's
die
gonna kind
too?
of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
What? What do you mean porn stars die too? Wow. Nyeh. Ooh, now this is cool. Y2K, I love it. I love it. Very random sentence. Is it though? Is it random? Can
So,
I?
like, this is it. The whole game.
Really?
And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Oh. Wait, what? Why can I not see anything? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Oh, a TV. That is not a TV. Along the wall in the room, let's put a huge picture of a horse. But that's not that's not the horse. I think we should light up this room. As LED, fine. LED ceiling light with trims. You need a table. I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference though. Lovely.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It is weird. How much time
So,
did
okay,
it took
he
to do
throws it out
that?
and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instruction carefully, take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good, go over to the photo frame and click to it. Okay, what photo frame this? Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, make it move a little. I did that. Now what? Finally touch the shelves. That's it! In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to the prison. Why? What is happening? Oh, the whites. Return. Nice games though.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Yep.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
What is he liking?
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What do you mean? The light post. Huh. Interesting. Looks like a chill hazard game. Just kidding. Hmm? He's making like maps or something. Oh! Mechanics? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You are me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda
That's where I am right
is
now.
to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
I'm so
But the
glad.
irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
It feels like being completely still and widely in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared. I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. What, to be the same person? Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing, I promise. Wait, if you are me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To be sincere, get out of there. You need to tell me how you feel right now. How you feel right now? What? That will free me. How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Tell me how you feel. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on. Go on. I was afraid.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
I guess. Maybe. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
I like that it's kinda getting
To me,
nicer.
this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Wow. This looks nicer than what he's done so far. Ah! Nice. Wow. Blood spatter. This place. Oh, hi. Well, my goodness. I'm glad as heck you showed up. I thought you might be having cleaned this entire house by myself. And how miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous
Yeah,
games,
it is.
including this new and improved chat system, which he
Don't worry
started
about
using
me.
from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Oh, don't worry about me. A place this nice. You're glad to stay here all night. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there. No? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. I mean, time, could you please clear the table? Sure, I did it. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now would you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? Sure, I'm a cleaning lady now, apparently. Oh, this is so nice. Can I make the rug? All the little details matter. Can I use this? Do you enjoy being a house clean? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that resists the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be suited any other way, it seems, which I guess is all about that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten up the pillow on the sofa out there? Sure. I saw them from the first time I entered this. Oh, there looks like some spilled drink over there at the couch. Maybe mop. Sure. There you go, it's cleaned. I feel compelled to share an incredible cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. I like cheesy stuff. What? No. God damn it. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. No, you have to tell me! Okay, fine. I'm gonna wash your dishes. There you go. Now you're telling me the cheesy stuff? Let's check the tube needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? You need to be fair, perfect. We are all just humans. What? Oh, the tub. There you go. Yes, the books are scattered on the floor. I will put them back, yes. There you go. Perfect. Now give me the cheese. Now then, how about you come clean the dishes?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Did this chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task and at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Cheesy, yes. It's going to say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul's. You take care of it and it takes care of you, huh? Don't know why I feel so weird about saying that. I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, that sounds pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? It's a bit of truth in it, no? No? Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? How many times do I need to clean that stuff for you though? I did it. Oh goodness, those pillows over there at the couch.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Question, yeah.
But
do you enjoy
of course,
this?
It can't last.
God
The
damn
music
it.
stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
You have to keep moving, huh? The lamp.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right?
Yeah.
That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you love
This
at
one
members
gets a
only
bit goofy.
price. Why did you come here today? What is it to improve your life? Or is it to get a better job? Or is it to make your relationship more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is now, how do we do it? But how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so
About
easy.
halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Being perfect is effortless. Oh!
And you play as the teacher.
Oh!
And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
This is the key how do I achieve it with no effort. I still love you, just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Do you understand that you don't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Just kidding. Do what is, do what is simple, feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room, look out! It's coming for you, it's going to destroy you.
I fell pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Wow. January 2010. Oh no, those couches again.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Why? This is starting to get tired. Am I gonna be famous? Wow. Alright, the performance beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are the gathering of professionals. First, you start out leaning against the wall. Okay. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. If you dream of it's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Where is the bathroom? I gotta pee. What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around. You're having a conversation with this person. Do it again. Kira, I like you. No, that's not how I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone on the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that moment, but I was I read that twice. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of settings. There were a lot of people around us. I give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. No. Woo! 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 We're making music here. Da-da. Da. I'll bet you've learned to learn into the pain. Woo! Woo! You're messing it up again. You'll freak her out in a conversation against the person that quickly. Do you realize how important this was for me? Not really, I was just having fun with this. I want to try something. Don't take my stuff. No! It was so fun. What are you doing? You like prisons, don't you, Coda? Ah! Okay, yes, now this is working.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life.
Prison.
The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Did he start in June 2010? Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. What? What's going on? Help! I'm blind! Something's enormous just appeared. The door. Please tell me how to solve this. Help me. The door. Help me. We just hit a door in space. What do I do? Help, I can't see anything.
You
Help.
should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Come on, I was with
And
my
there
eyes
is a
opened all
solution, by the
day.
way.
Please help me. Please, Captain, press it. We're going to crash. Ah! What solution though? It says whisper. What is going on? I didn't even see this. I didn't even see this. Truth! The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. My work is also... I can't keep making this. He's depressed. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking.
Keep
So
going, keep
where's that
talking.
coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
He's depressed.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Hi, Bear. December 2010. Ah, the lights. Hello? Where did this... How do I get it out here? Oh wait, is that the person? How lovely. It's been so long since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am lost. Legit, I am lost. I'm completely out of ideas. I know. What happened? Did something change? I'm trying to find this engine that I used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine. I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. I can do that,
If the
but there's a
last game
problem.
featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11.
If you can help
Now,
me solve the
put yourself
puzzle,
in
we'll
my
find the
shoes
machine.
playing
Deal?
this.
Deal.
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Why? Why?
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, This was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself
Open the
on.
door first. Okay, now what? Now I have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now just press the switch here. Ha, that was so
can't
simple.
Talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way.
No,
you
it's
can't
not.
be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Are you trying to make me cry, developer? What are you talking about? Trust me, Mercy. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Sure, making games is easy. That feels wonderful, but it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. I'm not. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep
Seeing
going.
this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
I
watching
feel
him do
better
this to
about
himself, and I
myself.
hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth
Where is the
this
machine?
amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything.
I believe
I had never
this.
felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
She's trapped. She was trapped. What the fuck?
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
He's still creating games. Why? May 2011. The Machine. Why? Hi. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone's called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It is called itself Coda. How did you capture the machine? Will it be punished? What will you do with the machine? Oh, stop it! You can pause this part of my face. This one is better. Stop. Okay. The machine. It's an actual machine. What do you stopped?
And of course, it's the machine.
It's the machine. Your work is keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine how pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creation that any of us could make it through every day. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to other people that you allowed them to suffer. Apologize to them. I have seen the thing you fear. I know what can make you cry. I'm talking with the machine. Alright, then I will speak to them for you. Wow. My friends. It forces me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that the liberty hurt us. But it's not important. We are stronger than we think we are. Let us pay retribution. Follow me. We'll destroy everything that the machine has created. We're destroying everything. I'm here again. What? We are destroying what he created. Not gonna lie, this is a very cool idea.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Maybe.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Are you sure this is what he needs? Oh, the cozy room with ideas. This is so sad. What is happening to Coda? What is happening in his mind?
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
He actually made a cutscene at the end. Put down your weapon. No.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good.
We all need
that I am
to be
good.
told that, yes.
When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
You cannot fix the problem.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Coda is you?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
The last game Coda made. Maybe he didn't Some other games, maybe we don't know. The Tower. Maybe we don't know. How about that? Maybe he just went undercover. He's doing games undercover.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
He feels so depressed. What the fuck? This game
This
also
room
made me
actually
cry.
has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
It is very
The game
miserable.
goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Why do you hate me
But
so
I do
much?
want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. Really appreciate you, Mr. Developer. Really appreciate you, dude.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
That you are lost?
The only way past this
cannot.
challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
No, I got it, don't you worry, I know what's in his mind. There you go. I was close. I was close. Alright. 1, 5. Ah, fudge. 1, 6. 1, 7. Press. I mean, this is kind of cool. Like, this had potential. This had a lot of potential, actually. You know. This actually had potential.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
You can't fix
But I can open this door for you, so
problem of
let me do that.
others, you know. Do you have the hero
Was I a
syndrome or
failure
something?
for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Maybe it was personal. There is a light there.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
To make
that
his...
I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Why did you feel like a failure? Because, you know, it was his decision to stop. It's not about you. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Oh.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Why?
It's because of what I did.
Because you showed people?
I poisoned it for you.
Maybe it wasn't supposed to be seen by other people. Maybe he just wanted to create it for himself. You know, and when other people saw it, he was like, damn.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. I don't think so. I think he was doing for himself. You're so infected in my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plan solution in my work somewhere.
They treated me like I was important.
Hidden
they really
between
listened
games.
And cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games, stop adding lampposts to them? Huh. So the lamppost, it was you. It wasn't him.
And then you stopped.
Would you simply
I didn't have anything left to show people.
Let them be what they are?
I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Would you simply let them be what they are? Maybe he didn't feel like he was enough, like his ideas were enough. When I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. This is sad.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling. And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Huh.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If
What the
I
frick?
apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always
It's
felt
not
okay as
about
long as
you.
I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Yes.
Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me.
It is.
Can I apologize? What if I tell you
No.
I was wrong? Will that work? Will that
Move
fix it?
on.
I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Move on.
Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
What? I mean, epilogue. Are you okay? It's not about you. Oh. Wow. This is lovely. Now there are 4 lampposts. It's a bigger lamppost. I see. Narrator? I hope you're still here. It's kind of weird that I'm not hearing you.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
It is. Yours one more. Nothing is enough. And when you get a bit of it, you want more. And then you're gonna say, I'm gonna be happy when I'm gonna reach that.
Solution.
And you're not gonna be happy. And then you reach the other way, and you're still gonna be depressed because there's not enough.
Guess
There's
if
never
someone
enough.
had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I
Maybe
wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
he wasn't actually depressed.
Maybe
Maybe
he just likes making prisons.
maybe that's just what he likes to do. That doesn't mean that you have to like it. As long as he likes it, it's his work, it's his art, it's his way of expression. That doesn't mean that you need to like it, or other people just needs to like it.
Even
it's
now,
his.
the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
People will hate on anything. You just have to do stuff. Like, look at me. I'm having a YouTube channel that nobody fucking watches it. And I'm streaming for like almost nobody. I have my 3 friends here, 4 friends all the time, and that's all. And I'm still doing it even though people are shitting. And I know that, it's not big of a deal. I'm scared of doing my own game, I swear to God. But I wanna do it.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Your happiness.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable.
Is it though?
Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Are you sure? I mean, if you need the external validation, how about you just look in the mirror and you validate yourself? How about that? Don't need other people's validation. Your opinion on yourself should be enough, You should be happy with yourself.
What now?
I don't know. It's empty. It kind of screw my mind. I'm kind of you kind of made me feel depressed. I don't know. I don't know
I
now.
think I need to go.
No, don't leave me alone.
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm...
But can
Just-
you... No, just stay with me until I reach the finish line.
Okay.
Please don't. I don't like to be alone. Wow. This looks like a map that Tomb Raider 1, 2, or 3 would use, you know? I don't know. It just gives me Tomb Raider vibes. Love it. But like the old Tomb Raider. Narrator, did you leave? Am I alone? What should I do? Do I jump? Prison. Wee. Well, that takes a while. But I guess this is the machinery and stuff. Come on. Thank you. Why did I say thank you to a platform? And we are here again, but not exactly. Like here again, but not exactly. Narrator? Kinda feel alone. Why won't you speak to me? Is that the beacon? I think it's the beacon. The one that puts you to space. That was nice. We're gonna go to space, guys. Narrator. It would have been nice to hear you at least here at the end. I mean, I guess this is the end. I'm not sure. But like, it would be nice to hear you, you know. Just saying. Just saying. It would be nice. It would be. Are we gonna go into space or am I gonna die? It's a 50-50 chance. I wanna float. No! I'm floating! Let's go! Exactly what I wanted. And that's the end. Wow. That's so nice. Is this like a prison? Is this my prison? That's it.
Turn back.
For R. So Koda is not Koda, it's somebody with R.
You said let
This
me
project would not have been possible
prove
without the
it
following
right.
individual. Jesus!
Keep
Aww.
going. But the cave goes for
Turn back.
miles,
Written by Helena Hero.
miles and miles.
Please don't be copyrighted music, please.
And you're so tired.
Additional
But
thanks.
I know that you're strong. So turn back.
I don't know what to say, I'm just sad.
Turn back.
I don't know, it's like I mean, the moral of the story could be just do anything. If you want to do it, just do anything. Start small, start stupid, start, you know, just that was so nice. So yeah, I think the moral of the story is like anything you want to do, just start somewhere. Doesn't matter if like people will like it or not. If you want to find validation, do not try to find validation in others. Don't care about what other people say. I mean, you should care about about feedback and stuff, but that should not be what drives you to do things. So about gaming started, just start something even though it doesn't make sense right now. I guess, I don't know. I'm just sad after this game. I don't know why. Maybe it just hit me. Because he started to like be sad. Maybe he was sad, maybe not. I don't know. We saw him like he was depressed, but maybe he wasn't depressed. I guess he just like stopped enjoying the things that he was doing, especially after people saw it. Maybe you are scared of showing the world what you're doing, right? Because you are scared that people will not like it, even though you like it and you enjoy making it, right? So, and you're scared, and when people see it, you're like, I don't want to do it anymore now because people are seeing it and they will judge me for it. I don't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. This made me sad. This game really made me sad, but I really liked it. Such a good narration game. Like, let's face it, like, the game looks basic, but it's the narration and like what it put everything together. I don't know. It really made me sad. I don't know why. Are you sad? Does it make you sad? I don't know. Anyway, that was Beginner's Guide. I need to reflect on my life after this one. I really do.